Okay, we're recording. So just I'm gonna start. Just what happened?
So I woke up on Sunday morning, and so everything seemed fine. But when I went downstairs, I noticed a odd fresh smell in our house, and something you would attribute to outdoors. So I went downstairs, walked through the living room, and I immediately saw that our back door, which is by our dining room and kitchen, was open. And my first thought was, somebody must have broken in and stolen something. And I immediately thought, my TV. So I turned around, and sure enough, my TV was gone. So,
Was that the biggest thing, or were there other things?
well, my TV was stolen, which was probably the most highest ticketed item. And then also my Xbox was stolen. And so that was a pretty big 1-2 punch for me. And then also my roommate's book bag with his textbooks was stolen, and we all know textbooks are expensive. And then also my other roommate's duffel bag.
Okay, and so you said you had the highest ticketed thing.
Yeah.
Can think of a question. You guys can jump in if you have questions for him.
How did he get in? Or asking like.
So we're really kind of unsure how he got in. However, the back door was open, and there wasn't any signs of forced entry. So we believe that probably one of us accidentally left the door open, and he probably just walked in.
Now, has that scared you? Has that changed your habits?
Yeah, I think as a group, we kind of talked about it, and we decided that it'd be better if every night we make sure our doors are locked, the lights are on outside to keep the intruders from thinking of choosing our house. Just trying to be safer and think about, be aware of what could be out there, and keeping our house a little more secure.
Okay, and what was your first reaction whenever you first found out everything was missing? What did you do?
When I first found out that everything was gone, I was very upset, obviously, and really kind of pissed, a little anger that someone would choose our house. That, you know, you hear about people get stuff stolen, bad things happen to people, but you never really think it's going to be yourself. And that morning I woke up, found out I was one of those people.
And what actions did you take immediately? Did you have anything you did?
The first thing I did was I woke up my roommate, and collectively we called the cops. And I think we just kind of sat around the table for probably 30, 45 minutes waiting for the cops, just talking about how odd it was that this had happened to us. And they arrived, and it was another hour or 2 hours before they left, and I think we were still sitting at the same table for 3 hours just talking about it.
And have there been any future developments since the cops?
After the cops came and we changed our habits of locking the doors, keeping the lights on, there hasn't been a single instance of somebody breaking in or any sign of people trying to get in the house.
All right. And I guess I end by saying, do you have hope in the future that you're gonna get your stuff back, or?
Yeah, I've been keeping up with Craigslist, making sure seeing if my items are on sale, and keeping up with the local police department crime stopping, seeing if they've arrested anybody that could possibly have been the culprit, and maybe staying in contact with them in case they do bring in somebody, and just hoping that maybe one day my stuff may be returned to me.
That was perfect timing. Great. All right. Cool. That was that. And
That was
our
good.
interview lasted 3 minutes,
Yeah.
which
That's
is
perfect, though.
perfect. So I'm gonna start out. Whenever I say a question, make sure you just take a pause and then rephrase my question, basically, so that my voice doesn't have to be in it.
Right.
So what happened?
What happened was my good friends and neighbors, Landon Beck and Drew Hosp and Andrew Ward, their house got broken into in the middle of the night, simply because a door was left unlocked. The robbers or thieves came in and took several valuable items from each of the members of the household, including a television, an Xbox, and even some books from Landon, and presumably took those items for monetary gain.
And how did you guys feel about this all happening so close to your own home?
The fact that it happened so close to our own home was a little bit unnerving. We had heard rumors, I guess, of things happening elsewhere, but it was never our next door neighbors. So it was very much a wake-up call for us that we needed to, I guess, be more on guard and make sure our house was safe. Our doors were locked, especially at night.
And is there anything that you have done as neighbors to either protect your own things better, or maybe to communicate with your neighbors who got broken into?
Yeah, there are a lot of times that Landon, Drew, and Andrew will come over at night and then like leave and then maybe come back. So usually before we'll just tell them, hey, unless you guys want to come over, we're gonna lock up, just to make sure that they know if they need us, our house will be locked, as well as either myself or my other two roommates will come down and make sure that all the doors are locked before we all go to bed for the evening. Usually the last one who's awake will make sure that that happens.
All right, cool. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Now, if you will just sit there for just 2 more seconds, I'm gonna